Naya has been married to Chike for 5 years, and all was going well until Chike got a job after 16 years of waiting. 8 months into his new job, suddenly, Chike got so busy that he would fall asleep while they might be having a bedtime chat or wouldn't even listen to her when she talked. Anytime Chike received this call, he would look at her and she would pretend not to have noticed. Then he would stand up from his chair and leave the room. At first, she didn't see it as anything. She thought it was just a call from work. After a while, it became constant. Even in between meals at their dining table, he would tell the person he was eating and would have to call back. Deep down, she was worried about what was going on. She wanted to know who the person was. She tried a couple of times to get his phone and go through his contact list, but she couldn't do it.
You're not jealous, lady, but you should keep your home. Yes, but not by doing this.
She kept having these conversations in her head. You could tell that she was going mad. She couldn't even sleep. She would feel his lips on her forehead before going to bed, and she would wonder if this anonymous woman was doing something she was not doing right. Is it sex? Is it food? She started questioning every action and decision she ever made. One night, just about 2 a.m., she moved closer to him and started touching him. Out of curiosity, she had watched a few videos online and just needed to practice it with him. Because she couldn't imagine anyone else satisfying him better than her. What's wrong with you? Chike asked her one morning.
Me? Nothing.
She replied. Are you sure?
Yes.
She said, and Chike walked closer to kiss her forehead. As he was about to walk out of the room, she called.
Babe.
He turned around to look at her. Yes, baby. What's wrong?
Is there anything you need to tell me?
She asked in the calmest tone ever. She didn't want to make it look like an accusation. Neither did she want to hurt his feelings. I'm sorry, he said, and her heart skipped.
You are sorry?
He walked closer to her, kissed her on her lips, and said, I love you. I'm sorry I forgot to say that. He was still talking when his phone rang, and he walked out hurriedly to pick up the call. They made a promise to each other never to involve a third party in their marital affairs. She didn't want anyone making up stuff or painting pictures in her head. She tried hiding her feelings, but she couldn't. So she decided to check Google, YouTube, and TikTok searching. Then she started typing, how to know if my husband is cheating, signs of a cheating spouse. And then she started seeing notes, and they only made her more scared because she could see some of the signs. She searched his car after work, checked his wardrobe to know if he got the mystery woman gifts and hid them from her. It was really a hectic moment for Naya. One afternoon, Chike rushed home from work to have a quick shower and asked her to help him pack his box because he needed to travel. While packing his clothes in the bag, she noticed a small box in it, and her heart flipped like the pages of a note.
What? Is this it? Is he about to propose to her?
She was confused. She wanted to open the box to check the ring or whatever was in it. What have I done to deserve this? She asked herself. She felt hurt and betrayed. She returned the gift box to the bag without opening it and kept on packing as tears rolled down her cheeks. Before he stepped out of the bathroom, she was done. She sat on the bed and Chike suspected she had seen something. Looking at her, he asked, is something wrong? He walked up to her and held her face in his hands. She wanted to ask if there was something he was hiding, but she couldn't. She was scared of his answer. She didn't want to hear him say yes.
Is there a way to make you stay back with me?
She asked, biting her lower lips in weakness. I'm sorry, babe. I have to attend the conference, he said, and walked away. Slowly, Naya could feel her heart pounding faster. What's going on in my marriage? She wailed after he left. About an hour later, her friend called her to let her know she was in Lagos and needed to talk to her. I need to talk to someone too, she replied. Naya's heart was so heavy, she thought it would burst. She couldn't keep it all in anymore. The friend sent her an address about an hour later to meet her there. She got dressed, picked up her bag from the bed, and left. On getting there, the friend was waiting outside the restaurant for her, and as they hugged each other, she couldn't help the tears that rolled down her cheeks. She was seriously stammering. She was about to complete her sentence when a lady walked up to them with flowers in her hands. For you, ma'am, she said. What's going on? Naya asked. Her friend hugged her again and wiped her tears as she told her to look behind her. It was Chike, her husband. He was there on his knees with a ring in his hands. It's been 5 years with you, Ifunanya, and just like your name, you have shown me nothing but true love. I want to ask you to marry me again and again because you have been with me through thick and thin. I knew you were beginning to suspect me and I needed to act fast. You said no one will be able to surprise you. I want to make you happy every day of my life. Naya looked at her husband with tears in her eyes.
I thought you were.
No, I wasn't. We were planning a surprise. I love you and you mean so much to me. 10 of their friends and her mom walked up to them, and her mom held her in her arms and she cried. Naya and Chike renewed their wedding vows in the presence of their friends and families, with lots of gifts coming from him, and it was one of the most intimate gatherings ever. That night, she cried in his arms like a baby. The next day, they embarked on a vacation for 3 days. That night, they went to cinema to watch the latest movie in town, and they had mad. I hope you enjoyed my story. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you feel about the story on the comment section.